Elisha represents that next generation, that greater anointing. The one that was willing to give up all and follow after the man of God, follow after the calling of God. Elisha represents the generation that understands that there is a spiritual authority that is required, that there is accountability, and that every great man of God needs a great man of God in their life.
Elijah was a prophet who spoke on behalf of God to the people of Israel. During his lifetime, he was instrumental in demonstrating and also communicating the holiness of God and also his sovereignty to a backslidden Israel. And this prophetic responsibility did not remain or end with Elijah. It continued on and was transferred to Elisha. God commanded Elijah to anoint Elisha as the next prophet of Israel.
Mantle Conference, what it represents, it's a conference that will teach and empower and impact our young next generation preachers to equip them for going on and carrying the vision of our pastor to the next generation, to get them ready for the greatest revival being laid out upon our church, to teach them the importance of what it is to be a man of God, to walk like a man of God, the seriousness of what it is to put everything to the side and follow Jesus Christ, just as Elisha did. Elisha was found plowing in the field, a nobody in everybody's eyes, committed, dedicated, but God had his eyes on him, just as he has his eyes on these next generation preachers to carry his word into the future.
Elisha was a great man of God. Elijah was the prophet that was the prophet to many other prophets, and he was one that developed the men of God that were coming up after him. He was the mentor to Elisha and also the man that was over the school of prophets. He impacted and imparted greatly to the next generation. The purpose of the Mantle Conference is that young men, young women will acknowledge the calling of God on their life, that they'll come under the mantle of God of the generation that is before them, the pastor, the senior leadership, those that are in charge of moving the church forward in this generation. And we see that mantle being passed to the next generation during this Mantle Conference means that you're preparing for doing greater things in this generation than what was done in the previous generation.
If I could use one word to describe the Mantle Conference, I would say powerful,
Impactful.
One word to describe it: life-changing.
Anointing.
Second Kings chapter 2 verse 13. He took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan.